we start with Sefer Shmiras Haloshon, and our topic is taking hold of a tree. Okay. And it says, the Torah called the tree of life for those who grasp it. It's called the tree of life, right? From Mishlei 3:18. The way to grab into a tree is to take hold of one of its branches. In doing so, one has attained for himself the entire tree for which the branch is a part. So it is explains Sefer Chareidim, chapter 61, with Torah. The way to attach oneself to 613 mitzvahs is by fulfilling one particular mitzvah with exact precision and total dedication. Dedication and attachment to a single commandment will cause one's soul to become united with Hashem and His Torah, and will lead to the proper fulfillment of other mitzvahs as well. Thus we do find that Rav Nachman said, I will be rewarded in this world, in the world to come, for having zealously fulfilled the mitzvah to eat 3 meals on Shabbos. Rav Sheshi said, I will be rewarded for having zealously fulfilled the mitzvah of Tefillin. It's from Shabbos 118b. The Talmud goes on to cite similar statements of other sages and offer illustration of how meticulously each sage fulfilled the mitzvah of which he spoke. Sefer Chareidim also cites Talmud Yerushalmi, which said that the fulfillment of a given mitzvah with total dedication and precision is a catalyst for earning the great reward in a world to come. Thus, the above can be added to all the great benefits of Shmiras Haloshon, of which we have already spoken. One who will dedicate himself to the meticulous observance of these laws in their fine details, and in all situations and under all conditions, will thereby take hold of the branch of the tree, branch of the tree of life, and merit the reward no angel can fathom. Okay, so beautifully said. So let's do it again, and we're going to explain BeEzrat HaShem. And it says taking hold of the tree of life. And this part actually it's when we take out the Torah and when we return Torah, right? That's what we say. The Torah is tree of life for those who grasp it. It's tree of life. But if a person does not connect himself or herself with the Torah, there is nothing. It's like a dead tree. But if you, right, I mean, it's like you're not connected. It is a tree of life, but there is a separation between you and the tree of life, right? So we must grasp it. The way to grab onto the tree is to take hold of one of the branches, right? The tree is huge, the tree is big, but when you hold one of the great branches tight, it's like you connected to the whole tree, which is amazing idea, right? So you don't have to try to hug the trunk, right? Even you hold on to one branches. In doing so, one is attached himself to entire tree, which the branches apart. Meaning, which is an amazing idea. So it is explained Sefer Chareidim with Torah. The way that one attach himself to 613 mitzvah, but fulfilling one particular mitzvah with the exact precision and total dedication. And we actually had a clip about it. So a person should choose for himself one mitzvah that would be like his favorite mitzvah. Like try to do it with all of the details and learn as much. So in order to be attached to this mitzvah as with everything else, you have to learn about it. And I think example that we gave about Birchas Hamotzi, right, the blessing on the bread. And when it says that you have to hold the bread, for example on Shabbos, right, with all of the 10 fingers, and it says why 10 fingers? What is the problem? Right, if I hold with 8 fingers, for example, right, 2 fingers are sticking out, right, then I would say just say 10 fingers because 10 melachas were put into this in the production of the bread. So, and of course, we release the melacha. It's like tiny bit, how much you can learn about any mitzvah. So that's absolutely proper for a person to have favorite mitzvah, right? So fulfilling one particular mitzvah is exact in precision and total dedication, right? So you can be a Hasid in one mitzvah, right? Of course, we do everything else, but something like your personal connection. Okay. Dedication and attachment to a single commandment will cause one's soul to become united with Hashem and His Torah, and will lead to the proper fulfillment of the other mitzvahs as well. Okay, so it's not very important. It's not inexpensive other mitzvah, but it's embellishing on a one. You do with all others should not suffer. So we do exactly as we did before, but one a little better. Not that one instead of the other. Okay, it's very important because that's what I see people do. They choose themselves mitzvah and cancel all others. Choose with them something that's not even rabbinical and cancel biblical, fortunately. Thus we find that Rav Nachman said, I will be rewarded in the world to come for having zealously fulfilled the mitzvah to eat 3 mitzvah on Shabbos. So out of all of the people, Rav Nachman, the whole Rav Nachman from a Talmud, he said he's going to reward not for his not for his fulfillment of the whole Torah, but only to eat to eat three meals on Shabbos. And technically, if you think about any simple person, simpleton, right, can do that. It's not so hard. Of course, maybe we have to learn up what to eat, what not to eat, how much to eat, at what time to eat. So meaning to fulfill this mitzvah in the best manner possible. But there is still still halachos to eat to learn about 3 meals of Shabbos, for example, right? And try to fulfill it in the best way, as Rav Nachman. It's only one example. Rav Sheshet said, I will be rewarded for having zealously fulfilled the mitzvah of tefillin, right? Tefillin, maybe the best tefillin, and he would wear, in exactly precise place, and he would check himself 17 times, right, if it's in the right place, so not to divert attention. Okay. The Talmud goes on to cite similar statement of other sages and offer illustration of how meticulously the sage fulfilled the mitzvah that he spoke. Right, Sefer Chareidim also cites Talmud Yerushalmi that said the fulfillment of a given mitzvah with total dedication and precision is a catalyst for earning the greater world in the world to come. So even for one mitzvah, of course, again, we don't skip anything, right? So, but attachment to that, to this one particular mitzvah should, BeEzrat HaShem, bring the person closer to fulfill all other mitzvahs. Thus, the above can be added to all great benefits of Shmiras Haloshon, right? So, as we said, it's one of the very, very important mitzvahs, of which we have already spoken, right? So, try to learn everything, and that's what we do. Learn about Shmiras Haloshon. One who will dedicate himself to the meticulous observance of these laws in all their fine details, in all situations, and under all conditions, right? And thereby take hold of the branch of the tree of life and merit a reward that no angel can fathom, right? That's from Vilna Gaon. So he said, just to remind us, he said, a person who keeps quiet, right, and not saying Lashon Hara, right, not saying Lashon Hara, he merits the life in the world to come, brighter than any angel can fathom. It's a good promise. Very good. All right. So we stop here. So let me quickly see if we have any questions. 1 second. That's a very good question. So we have a question about it. Can this mitzvah be a negative one? That one attach himself to negative mitzvah. Negative mitzvah meaning not to do. I'm not sure. It does not sound good to me. Does not sound right to me. And because you just stay away. Look, there's no action, right? But in the positive, you have to take actions. Okay.